What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Motor City Sports Central. I'm Alex, back at you guys with another video, another Lions video, I should say, as we are hopefully getting closer to the start of the new NFL season, which means I just have the itch to talk some Lions football with you guys. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about one player that a lot of Lions fans are probably going to be having their eye on this season, and that is TJ Hockenson. Yes, a lot of the Lions faithful are disappointed in Hockenson after a pretty subpar rookie season after we wasted an 8th overall pick on him. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about whether or not that disappointment is justified and why it's just way too early in Hockenson's career to be calling him a bust. So without further ado, let's roll the intro. It's April 25th, 2019, and with the 8th pick in the 2019 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select TJ Hockenson, tight end out of Iowa. Believe it or not, TJ was the third tight end selected by the Lions in the first round of the draft in the previous 10 seasons. So I think it's safe to say that Detroit has not had good luck when it comes to that position. Moving ahead to September 8th of the same year, the Lions would travel to Arizona to play the Cardinals, where TJ would have the debut nobody saw coming by posting 6 catches for 131 yards and a touchdown. His debut was so good that he broke an NFL record that was 60 years old for most receiving yards by a tight end in their debut, and had Lions fans everywhere thinking they finally found the tight end they've been looking for. Well, unfortunately, not for long. Hockenson would suffer a concussion injury in Week 4 and an ankle injury on Thanksgiving Day that would shut him down for the rest of the season, and as a result, he would not see the same success he did in Arizona. Hockenson would finish the season with 32 catches for 367 yards and 2 scores. Not the stat line you were hoping to see out of your 8th overall pick, but is it really fair to be already calling TJ a bust? For me personally, I think the resounding answer should be absolutely not. For a guy who was hindered by injuries the majority of his rookie campaign and plays one of the toughest positions on the football field, TJ Hockenson should not be given up on by the Lions faithful. And for those of you who are still on the fence, let me draw you a couple comparisons to try and prove my point. Let me introduce to you George Kittle, who also went to the University of Iowa and is in the argument for best tight end in the NFL after just 3 seasons with the San Francisco 49ers. In his rookie season back in 2017, Kittle played in 15 games and caught 43 balls for a total of 515 yards and 2 touchdowns. Now, if you put those numbers next to the stats of TJ Hockenson's rookie season, you will see that they are somewhat the same. Now remember, TJ missed the last quarter of 2019, so I went ahead and did the math for you all and calculated what stats TJ would have if he had played the same amount of games as George Kittle did in his rookie season, and you would see that they are even closer to what Kittle had. I'm not saying that Hockenson needs to have the same success as Kittle is having to not be a bust, but I am saying you just can't make a judgment on a tight end after 1 season in the NFL. The next player I want to bring up is someone that Lions fans are probably all too familiar with and was actually the last tight end selected by Detroit in the first round of the draft, and that is Eric Ebron. Now, as a disclaimer, if you want to go ahead and label Ebron as a bust, I have no problem with that whatsoever. He had problems catching the football his entire career, was constantly complaining on social media, and totally deserved to be dropped by the Lions a couple years ago. Nonetheless, let's take a look at what Ebron did as a rookie back in 2014 with Detroit. His 25 receptions for 248 yards and 1 touchdown was noticeably worse than what Hockenson put up in his rookie season, and that was in 1 more game played. So if you were looking for any kind of optimism in the case of whether or not TJ Hockenson was a waste of a first-round draft pick, here's something you should consider. Better numbers than Eric Ebron in a smaller sample size. The bottom line is this: TJ Hockenson has a lot of upside to his game. He's a well-mannered dude that doesn't trash talk on the field or whine on Twitter. He has some great hands and doesn't have a problem not catching the football. He's also a great blocker, as Pro Football Focus ranked him the 20th best blocking tight end out of 70 tight ends in 2019. And even better yet, the Lions have already seen how good he can be in that Arizona Cardinals game at the beginning of last season. I believe that offensive coordinator Darrell Bevell is going to utilize Hockenson a lot more this season and show all the doubters that the kid from Iowa has what it takes. That's going to be my time for this video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Be sure to go follow me on Twitter. The link will be in the description down below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.